Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Ty Boogie. Hey, man, your boy is back. Look, y'all asked me for a podcast, and now the podcast is here, you feel me? Obviously, when your boy say he gonna do something, he gonna do it, all right? And once again, as I always say on my Patreon, yo, I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my Patreon. Just the fact that you support me this far just means a lot to me, you feel me? And I told y'all I'm gonna give y'all quality content on here, and that's what we doing. I'm also live on IG, so if I look away from the camera and I'm looking at my phone, it's because I'm also live. They're gonna be asking me questions. This is the first video to the podcast, all right? We're gonna do series on here. We're gonna do relationship series. We're gonna do healing series. I want to do multiple things on here, all right? So I just want y'all to stay tuned and just be ready, all right? More than anything, but like I said, today's going to be a Q&A. They're going to be asking me questions on live, and I'm going to be answering them, all right, with the honest truth. Hold on. I got to adjust this camera real quick, all right? So I'm going to adjust y'all first. You feel me? And then we're going to get started. Camera looks better now, so we're back in the building, all right? So my people on IG Live, go ahead. I want y'all to send me the questions. You feel me? How I share your live, bro. Hey, just send it to your people. Now, I mean, you could. It should be like a arrow at the bottom. You can just send it to your people. But yeah, y'all shoot me some questions. What's gonna be the first question? Where should we get started? What should you say? All right, this is the first question. What should you say? Wait. Oh, what would you say? Hey, y'all, my eyes are bad. All right, my eyes are bad. Give me a an eye pass. What would you say are your 3 biggest, greatest accomplishments in your life? I would say, hands down, my biggest accomplishment in my life had to be, if I'm looking away from y'all, just know I'm looking at the camera, right? My biggest accomplishment in life had to be having my daughter. And I know that's cliche, and again, I was 19 years old, and I'm going to be real transparent on here. Y'all know on Patreon, y'all already know I'm very transparent on Patreon already. Y'all know my whole story, or y'all know most of my story. So this is going to be a little new to my IG Live. But I was 19 years old when I had my daughter, and it was a huge eye-opening moment for me. Know what I mean, it was like a make me or break me. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's either you're gonna be, know what I mean, a dad that's struggling, or you're gonna figure out a way to make it. Know what I mean, and being that I had to put myself through that so early in my life, it was able to, kind of progress me earlier, than the average man might have to. So me having my daughter definitely gave me a huge push. I would say my second accomplishment in life was definitely buying my house. Before even buying my house, it was getting closer to God, man. And I honestly have to say that I got closer to God this year. Like, this year was the year that as a kid, I used to always get emotional in church. I was one of those kids. Like, I was just one of those people that used to get real emotional in church. And I never knew why, because I didn't know what was going on. You know what I mean? But it was just something about, I don't know if the spirit was coming, it was hitting me or whatever, but this year hit me differently. I lost my grandmother. I went through a bad breakup this year or whatever. I had COVID-19. I was kind of, battling with my job. It was a lot of things, a lot of moments or whatever this year that geared me towards the man upstairs. And he got me out of all of it, you know what I mean? And he taught me just so many lessons this year that it showed me that he is the Alpha Omega, you know what I mean? He is the only way. He is the truth. So while we're over here searching videos, we're searching instructions, we're searching ways to deal with certain things or whatever, I just it has been a huge accomplishment for me that I've learned that God is that way I've been looking for. You know what I mean? He gave me that breakthrough I've been looking for. You feel me? So then number 3, I would have to say, is buying my house. Because again, I'm 24 years old or whatever, and where I'm from in New York, buying a house is pretty foreign. Everybody in New York, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people in New York, we rent, and we can't really get major things. So even having a pretty nice apartment in Atlanta or whatever was pretty cool, but to have my own house, my 4-bedroom house or whatever, 3 bath, like, it's 2-car garage, like, it's pretty dope for me, you know what I mean? I know it's materialistic, but it shows me that all the hard work you're doing, like, when I look at my house, I look at all the hard work you're doing is paying off. Because I feel like a lot of times in life, we can work so hard. We can work so hard and constantly be going through the motions of life and just working hard, not even reaping the benefits of how hard we're working. So when I turn around and I look at my house every day, when I'm backing out of my garage, when I'm pulling up to my house, I just have to thank God. You know what I mean? So those are huge accomplishments for me. So yeah, those are my 3 major accomplishments that I say I've had in life, so far, and making it back to Iraq, making it back home from Iraq. A lot of people don't even know I'm in the military, but yeah. So next question, you feel me? That was a good question. So what we got next? You feel me? What we got next? Cause we on the road right now. We on the road right now. I definitely appreciate y'all asking me that. Let me see. You are so blessed. Thank you. So let's see what questions we have in. What do you do to keep yourself mental? I'm sorry, y'all. What do you do to keep your mental health? I don't know why I be reading so fast, but so boom. Let me pin that. So what do I do to keep my mental health? I'm like anybody else. I'm human. A lot of people ask me, a lot of people comment things like you're perfect. I'm not perfect. I go through things just like everybody else. But I've learned that there's ways I can go about my dark days that can get me out of those dark days faster than somebody that's not looking for the answer. So the type of things that I do to just maintain my mental health is, one, I'm aware. That was one of the main things I've learned this year, is to be aware. Be aware of what is altering my energy. So when I feel like my energy is positive, why do I feel like when I just walked out of that room, my energy kind of went down? Why do I feel like my energy, like something that was in that room was negative? You know what I mean? So like now, being more aware is able to make me see, okay, it's every time I'm around her, my energy goes down. Okay, I need to stay away from her. Okay, every time I do this, I feel bad after I do it. I need to stop doing that. It was becoming more aware of the things that I'm doing that make me feel uncomfortable. Doing things that genuinely give me a good feeling after, instead of just living for that moment without thinking how I usually feel every time I do that. And then not only that, when I have a question, I research it. I'm not scared to look something up. I'm not scared to say I don't know. Know what I mean? So part of keeping me mentally healthy is, instead of staying in my mind and being confused or being lost in whatever thoughts I'm having, I'll look it up. I'll search a video from an expert. I'll read a book. Now, I'll search, what does the Bible say about this? Those things keep me from not having the answers. I feel like a lot of times we struggle from, we struggle from, how do I put that? We stress a lot of times from the unknown. Either we don't know how to get in a situation, we don't understand why a situation is happening. We don't see why this is happening to us. We don't know why. Finding out the why sometimes is the only answer you need. Understanding why things happen is the only answer you need. Now, you may not be able to understand it directly for you, but you may be able to find a story in the Bible that correlates to the situation that you're in. You may be able to read a book and it has a situation that's similar to a situation that you're in. Those type of things give you the confirmation that you need. Now, it's not always going to be directly from the girl that I'm talking to. Now, for the women that's watching this, it's not always going to be for the women. From the man that you're talking to. Sometimes you just gotta seek that information. All right. So that was a good one. And then I do things to better myself. More than anything, like making this podcast. This is therapeutic. Talking, speaking my mind. This is therapeutic. Getting it off my chest. I don't hold it in. That's therapeutic. I write things down. It's therapeutic. So next question. Next question is, what is a relationship deal breaker for you? Woo! Relationship. Yo, we gonna sip some water on that one. We gonna sip some water, alright? We gonna sip some water. We gonna sip some water on that one. So, a deal breaker for me, relationship deal breaker for me, is somebody that lies, alright? I cannot deal with a liar. My dad raised me to, lying is just, it's hard to deal with a liar, because even when you sit... Because I strongly believe that in a relationship, a lot of things can be fixed by communication. But when you're dealing with a liar, it becomes so difficult because you don't know if the communication is built off of honesty or is it just built on let's just get by. Let me say whatever I gotta say to get out of this conversation. So dealing with a liar is probably like that's the deal breaker. I just can't do it. I mean, it's like and the thing about lying, I'm gonna say this whatever. Then we're gonna go to the next question. The thing about lying is you can tell if somebody's a liar just by the way they lie to other people. A lot of times people will show us that they're a liar, but we believe the lies they're telling us. All because we believe that, oh, no other exception. No, if somebody lies to their mom that gave birth to them, if somebody lies to their dad that was their protector in life, was their protector in life, I strongly believe that you will lie to me that you just met in 12th grade. You just met me in college. You just met me at your job. Why would I believe that you lie to everybody in your family? You lie to your best friend. You talk back. You talk behind your best friend's back. You do all these things, but I'm supposed to believe you won't do it to me. Now I mean, so those are red flags that I see, and I'm like, you do that to me. So yeah. Next question. I seen a question. I'm trying not to skip now. What do you look for in a relationship? This is a great Q&A so far. I must say, y'all asking me some great questions, all right? This is a great Q&A. Just to let y'all know real quick to everybody that's on my live right now, if you guys want to watch this live after I get off a live or watch this video, it will be on my Patreon. The link is in the description. In my description, whatever, on my Instagram, click Patreon and just subscribe or whatever. It'll either cost you $1 or $5 if you want to really, support and enter for a $100 giveaway. So, what do I look for in a relationship? First, this is number one. You guys could probably tell just by the way I post my videos. A relationship with God is very important to me right now. Like I said, this year I really learned that without God, things just it's not going to be what you want it to be. It'll feel good for the moment, but it's not going to be that thing you need. So I need somebody that can be my accountability partner in the word. So if I'm doing something that feels like it's off track to my belief system, I want a woman that's not going to be scared to tell me what's real. Like be real with me. Like tell me, yo, why are you doing that? Yeah, I understand, you get this out of it, but why, like, that's not, put me in my place, you feel me? Like, that's very attractive to me. Of course, I like somebody that knows how to be, what do you call that? I was actually just talking about this word yesterday. It's kind of like being sentimental, like I like that type of stuff, and if you're not sentimental, I'll probably bring it out of you, you feel me? So I look for that. I like to have deep conversations or whatever, and I'm not all for the whole, and shout out to the city girls, and I don't knock them at all, but the whole city girl thing, like, it's not me. Like, it don't really vibe with me. I want to have and maybe I got the whole city girl concept kind of messed up or whatever, but I want to have conversations that really make me think, like, wow, I never thought about that. Wow, that's crazy. Yo, I really appreciate you telling me that. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, I value those conversations. Somebody that listens. Somebody that lets me be vulnerable and doesn't judge me for not being perfect. Like, a lot of times we get into situations and we look at somebody and we see them and we're like, yo, this person is just so perfect. This person does this. This person has this. And then as soon as you start seeing their flaws, you start to judge them instead of seeing them as a person just like yourself, because you have some great qualities. I know I have some great qualities within myself, but I also know I have things I need to work on within myself. I want a partner that will not mind those issues, and will help me work through them and not just judge me through it. You understand? Like don't just oh wow, I didn't know you you're not a morning person. Okay, well I want to be better, at having a better attitude in the morning. Like I don't want to just be so direct in the morning. Like, some people he has a problem in the morning. If it's worth it, you'll work through it. That's my belief. That's my belief system. If it is worth it, you will work through it. All right, so those are some of the surface level things, and of course I want somebody that's very family oriented like myself, and things of that nature. But as far as like having anything materialistic, I don't care for what kind of car you drive, what kind of job you have, what kind of house you got. I don't care for none of that, to be honest with you, because more than anything, I want to have a connection with somebody that would still be valid if we was in the desert. Therefore, if we don't have anything left on this earth, we are good because we still have each other. I want that type of connection. All right, that was a great question. All right, that was a great question. All right, so what else we got in here? Because I'm feeling it now. I'm searching through it. I don't need somebody that's submissive. I really don't need somebody that's submissive. As far as being submissive, I want somebody to like, you're my partner, yo. You know what I mean? When it's time for you, if you feel like you want me to take control or whatever, I don't mind. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm a man of all men. You feel me? I will definitely take control, but I don't want to feel like I'm like you have no say so. Like, I feel like a lot of times in relationships nowadays, like it's almost as if the woman shouldn't have as much say so. And it's like, why the hell do y'all feel like that? Like, why do you think God gave Adam Eve? Because Adam needed a helper. Therefore, Eve, she had to have her 2 cents in the mix for Adam to be good. You know what I mean? So I don't need no submissive, okay, whatever you say, yeah, that's fine, let's do it. No, I don't need that. Yo, I'm from New York. You heard? I'm from New York. So all that, yeah, all right. No, that's not how I grew up. No woman in my family's like that. I'm not used to that. And I mean, if you all like that, all right, whatever. But that's not really that, something that'll, keep me like that. I'm not going to lie. Do you think trust can be repaired in a relationship? Do I think trust can be repaired